Welcome back to TalkNorth.com. Thank you for listening. If you can, please download before you listen. It helps our business. I'd also like to thank our producer, Brandon Morton, and let you know if you'd like to sponsor this program or any of the programs on the network, you can reach me at jsouhan47@gmail.com. As always, I say this in a very loving way, Michael. You look terrible.
I know. I landed yesterday from Atlanta and immediately took one deep breath and was hit by an allergy attack that I get every year, end of August, that lasts me about a month. I think it's my pre-training camp blues. All of a sudden it's 2 weeks from today is training camp and you realize, oh my God, your life's about to change. No more just jet setting to Cancun and things like that. So yeah, immediately eyes started itching, runny nose, and now woke up with the worst sore throat. So it's God, it's just every year, exact time. It's like clockwork, and it's only here in Minnesota. It's like the pollen in the air or something. I used to joke that they should give out Zyrtec on a stick at the state fair, and boom, and man, it's hit me.
It's funny, I had this conversation with Cheryl Reeve. Hers is postseason letdown, which I experienced as a beat writer. I'd always get through the season with no illnesses, and as soon as the season's over, I'd get sick as a dog because all my defenses let down, and she's having the same thing right now. But here's how stupid I am, Michael. I get sick this time of the year every year, but I always forget that it's allergies. So I've been taking sinus medications and Advils and everything, and drinking tons of water and all these home remedies, and I forget, it's allergies. So I went out and I bought some actually powerful allergy medication yesterday. Took it and immediately felt better. How stupid am I?
What's it called again?
Xylol.
Xylol.
And that's not a sponsored deal. It just happened to work for me. So
I'll try that one because I've been taking a bunch of other stuff that's not working.
He's Michael Russo. This is the Russo-Souhan Show. This is our hockey show on TalkNorth.com. A lot of great shows going on right now, and we're adding some new ones, including Soccer with Malice. Craig Malice, former United player and international soccer personality, will be doing a show 4 o'clock on Friday at the local if you want to stop by there and check out Craig's show. Just starting it out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to tie in with the United and international soccer. Check out all the shows at TalkNorth.com. Follow us on Twitter, all that stuff. Download the shows if you would. It's a better listening experience. It's better for our business. Thanks to Brandon Morton, our producer. And again, you can subscribe at iTunes, your favorite podcast app. Just follow us on social media to get the links that way. Go to TalkNorth.com, whatever you like. We appreciate it. Thanks to our sponsors, Dulono's Pizza. Our next live show, Wednesday, September 5th, 5:30 at Dulono's Pizza, downtown Minneapolis on 4th Street. Easy parking right next to it. Easy parking on the street. Easy parking in Ramp C. It's very accessible, which is one of the things we love about it. It's a sports bar, so there are games on the TV. They're going to have beer specials during the shows. Thanks also to Twill in the United Galleria, Scott Dayton's men's clothing store, which I go to all the time, Whizkids.tech, your local cloud IT services and everything else you need with tech provider and helper, Fixology Repair, John Hedges' place in the Mall of America and in downtown Minneapolis in the Skyway, and Tony Hoaglund, your State Farm agent in Champlin, Hoaglund. Where do you want to start? You want to start with lifestyle or hockey?
Oh, I'm scared to find out what you mean by lifestyle.
Because I'm boring. Everybody knows I'm boring. I advertise that I'm boring. My wife and I, we watch TV, we take walks, we play with our dog. We're boring. You're not. You travel all the time. So what's the latest excursion?
I just got back from Atlanta yesterday. I was visiting family. Saw Oliver. Oliver's doing well. Thank you for asking.
How's the ferocious Yorkie doing? That's what I'm worried about.
So I didn't get to see the ferocious Yorkie, but last night I got a text from my mother. It's like, I wish you were here right now. The Yorkie's outside going berserk. I'm reading this
Michael,
text.
I know because I saw it on CNN. Yeah. All the bodies strewn. It was a big report.
Yeah, my mother made it very clear to me that the Yorkie is not cute. That it wears a muzzle and a stroller. And But Oliver is, the scars everywhere, but like nothing ever happened to
It's not funny. I don't know why you made fun of him.
No, I don't know.
Your dog almost died, and you had a good time with him.
Every time I was like playing with Oliver this whole week, I was like, why were you attacked, Oliver? And never answered. But it's a different dog. Like inside, it's the same dog that it was, but you bring outside, and it is scared of its own shadow. It's looking around. If it goes to it goes to the bathroom. It like immediately wants to be picked up after. It's that kind of sucks. Like from that standpoint. But yeah, it's got its head on a swivel now. It's not going to get attacked again. I can promise you that.
Is Barbara taking it to any like self-defense classes?
I've asked that. I think that the dog should do that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think just the dogs just carry around a little spray can of mace.
Yeah.
It's pepper spray. Pepper spray works on ferocious short.
Look at that Delta that just landed in the Phoenix airport right as John McCain's being his plane's about to take off for Washington, D.C.
Oh, it's going to be a dog in the park looking at squirrels kind of show, people. I know. The TV's on in front of him. He's just going to basically narrate what he sees on the TV. It's going to be it's going to be an awesome show.
I want to be on that plane. That's a cool look plane. That United States of America is that like the vice president's plane?
I think that must be Air Force. Well, I don't know. I'm guessing it's Air Force 2, but it could be Air Force 1.
Yeah, they probably have several. Looks like a 757.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yep. So,
Planes, trains,
did you watch the memorial service? It was
I saw. I had to do some other stuff.
Larry Fitzgerald gave a eulogy.
I saw Larry speaking, and I've seen him speak before. He's very impressive, and it's kind of cool that he had that relationship with John McCain.
Yeah, and then Biden gave a real powerful speech, and now heading to Washington, a Lion State.
But let's get to the big news. Traverse City.
Yes. We're at that point of the summer,
of the season, yes.
when the fact that you even know that the Wild prospects go to Traverse City is amazing. 12 homegrown draft picks, Jim, are going to Traverse City. I'm still a little shocked they're letting Jordan Greenway play.
I don't know why the Wild can't just have all Minnesota players.
Yeah, I know. I mean, 2 years ago, not to alarm people, but why would you let Greenway play in this? Or is it
Michael,
just because you're embarrassed by your prospects?
The whole show is you alarming people. Why would you say I don't want to alarm people?
But I just don't get it. 2 years ago, they lost Olafson on day one to a sprained knee. Last year, they lose Mason Shaw, one of their top prospects, for the entire year with a torn ACL and MCL. What is the point? What can Greenway prove there? So I just don't get that, why they would even risk it. But Greenway's going, Ladny is going, Sokolov, which will be interesting to watch, Belpedio. Who else I saw in there? Mason Shaw will return to the scene of the crime and play. So that's what's going on. But they only got 12 draft picks on their roster playing in that tournament.
Let's plug Dulono's Pizza because we
Yes.
want to get people out. It's been a great place to have live shows. We appreciate those who've shown up. And the cool thing is people are showing up and having full meals and drinks and beer and really hanging out with us, which is a blast. And it's a cool setup, too, because people can sit right at the table with us, or they can pretend they don't know us and sit up in the corner, which is, your people sit up close, my people just kind of stay away.
Vicky's been bringing us tomatoes and cucumbers.
Oh, the cucumbers are unbelievable.
Yeah.
They are so good. I appreciate it. So Dulono's Pizza is at 118 North 4th Street. That's 4th with a numeral 4, downtown Minneapolis. Their number is 612-767-9494. They've been around 60 years. We obviously go to the place in Minneapolis. They also have a location in Woodbury. They've been around 60 years. They are fairly new to the downtown Minneapolis location. That's one of the reasons we're kind of aligning with them to let people know about that. They're open till 3 a.m., okay? This is a place you can go for lunch specials and lunch buffets. It's a place you can go late at night for a drink. Bubble hockey, jukebox, big screen TVs, great pizza, gluten-free crusts on the pizza, which I appreciate, salads, wraps, whatever you want. They have great stuff. So, and also you can check out their menu yourself at Dulonospizza.com. All right, should we talk about Traverse City? Is there anything else to say about it?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, that's September 7th it starts. We'll be live streamed on wild.com.
There was a note in my paper that Zach Parisi was surprised that the Wild didn't make any big moves in the offseason. Would you interpret that as just surprise or disappointment?
Both.
Idea?
I mean, he's a human being. And, I think that he was surprised. I think a lot of people were surprised. I think the players themselves all expected that a couple of them would be moved. I've mentioned before on the podcast that I would get notes from, texts or Instagram messages and things like that, players wanting to know the latest. And Zach is definitely one of them. So, I think that a lot of people are just expected some sort of change, and obviously that hasn't happened. So now they got to come in and they're going to go back in with the same, kind of mantra that they've done this several years. I mean, raising the bar is this year's. 2 years ago is now or never.
I hate these slogans.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing.
What if your slogan's now or never, and you don't do it?
Yeah, I know. Well, I know, and I don't remember if that was the exact one. I got to look it up, But I mean, yeah, it just seems like the Wild every year come in with the same mindset. All right, now's the time that we got to, prove ourselves, get over the hump, and
fight till the end.
Yeah, fight to the end, and the end always comes too quick for them. So, what you hope is that the players don't become as numb to it as I think a lot of fans are. I think fans are tired of the same thing every year. They've been waiting for this team to get over the hump, and they never do. And so it's up to, look, this is the roster. You can't just go into the season with a defeatist mentality and say, all right, it's over. I mean, they've got to come in and make the playoffs again, and then you worry about getting over the hump then, raising the bar then. But you're right. I mean, there's a lot of guys on this team that are hitting that, the mid-30s mark of their careers. I don't want to say they're in the twilights, but for them it is getting to that point where they've got to do it. And it's up to them. There were a lot of guys that were disappointments down the stretch there.
There's an inherent contradiction with the Wild fan base, and I want to get to that next. Let's thank Twill in the Edina Galleria, TWILL. Great place to shop if you're a man. Great place to shop if you want fancy stuff, but also a great place to shop if you just want to go play golf and have cool stuff to wear around in the summer. Really well-made stuff that's going to last you the rest of your life. I bought a bunch of Johnny O and Peter Millar stuff there, and it just wears so well. I've had it for, some of that stuff I've had for a couple of years now, and it looks like it's absolutely brand new. You can buy Alden shoes. It's a Peter Millar crown shop. They have cool, and if you're a woman, you can go in there and buy nice clothes for your husband or boyfriend or whatever, or your father. Or you can buy some really cool stuff. They always have these little innovative touches, whether it's luggage or different kinds of belts, different kind of, I'll call them doodads, Michael, that I would not have imagined. But when you go in there, they always have something new and interesting. So it's a great place to buy gifts as well. The Dining Galleria, easy shopping, easy in and out, easy staff to deal with, easy store to navigate, twillmn.com.
Jim usually doesn't like to shop for clothes. I don't like it when he shops for clothes either, because he used to buy stuff I'd want to throw out. That's why I'm so glad he's found Twill in the Edina Galleria. He likes shopping there because of the comfortable environment and the friendly staff. He finds clothes that actually fit him properly and are high-quality brands that will look great for years, whether he's golfing or working. Our favorites so far are Peter Millar, Johnny O, and Barber. We spend our money at Twill because we love the clothes and we love the no-pressure shopping. Drop by Twill in the Edina Galleria for the best shopping experience and best clothes you'll find in the Twin Cities.
How do you spell doodads?
DOO-DADS is what I'm just made up.
What's the genesis? Genesis?
Well, we're going to have to look that up, aren't we? We are at that point of the summer, aren't we?
Yep. We're going to have a little spelling bee on there.
Doodad. I actually spelled it correctly, although it's not always hyphenated. Sometimes it's just one word. Early 20th century of unknown origin. The mystery gets really boring. Here's the inherent contradiction with Wild fans. Most of the Wild fans we speak with, most of the Wild fans we hear from, especially on social media and in person, express frustration over the franchise. And yet they fill the building, and the people who are frustrated don't stop watching. They don't stop caring.
Well, first of all, they love hockey.
Yeah.
And second of all, this team can at times be very exciting to watch, especially at home. I mean, last year they were terrific at home.
Yep.
Not so great on the road. And there's still a lot to like about the team. I've said it. They have a lot of good players. Again, you still have a young core that last year Zucker had 33 goals. Obviously, Granlund had a huge second half and another quality season. Coyle and Nino looking for bounce back years, but Nino especially has a history of scoring. Stahl had a great year last year, 42 goals.
It was amazing. It's still amazing.
Fun to watch guys like Dumba
42 goals from Eric Stahl.
Yeah.
That was awesome stuff.
So, I mean, look, it's still the local NHL team. It's what you got. and so, but that doesn't mean that there's not frustration that you want to see. And it becomes even more frustrating when you see a newbie team like the Vegas Golden